What's up, everybody? Buggy D Newgate here and Light Skin Daywalker, and we're going to talk about possibly the biggest news that happened last week. For those of you that don't know aren't in the wrestling world, John Cena turned heel. Believe it or
Yeah,
not, it happened. It
finally.
finally happened. Now, I I didn't know I didn't think it was going to happen. I thought it was going to be Cody. Honestly, Cody didn't want to sell his soul because he's got all that
Well,
adrenaline. He needs to put that
yeah,
adrenaline
he
somewhere.
needs to put adrenaline somewhere.
Now, I honestly think this is probably the best move for WWE in my opinion.
It's got people talking.
Everybody, yeah, that's for sure. Everybody's talking about it. Um,
This is the biggest heel turn in wrestling since Hogan turned and leg drop Macho Man and formed the NWO with Kevin Nash and Scott Hall.
real quick, I just want to play through this right here, real quick.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Yep.
oh man, they're about to do it,
And
and it's you know what? It it's it's best for business. It's best for business, especially Cena's the
like
last
what's her
run.
yeah. He came in as a heel.
Yeah, and believe it or not, there was a point where he was supposed to become a heel again, but Vince scrapped all that, which I'm not surprised because at the time Cena was like at the highest peak of
Yeah,
WWE. He was the face of WWE, honestly.
for 20 years.
Yeah, and I don't know, it's crazy because like you said, everybody's talking about this. ESPN has been talking about this. You've seen reactions of kids, crying.
Crying.
Cena turned heel.
Crying.
I saw one where this one kid was just throwing his toys of Cena, everything that he had of Cena down the stairs. So that's how you know how much of an impact this has as far as with the
This
children.
is almost as bad as Optimus Prime dying in '86 in the animated movie.
That is a good comparison. I'm not gonna front. That is a good comparison.
I wonder how many emails are being flooded to WWE headquarters about John
Oh, for
Cena's
sure a
heel
lot.
turn from
For sure a lot.
parents, if they even do that anymore.
I don't know, but I let me ask you, do you think he's gonna beat Flair's record?
Yes.
I think it's about that time because I know Ric Flair had his words to say, and
Yeah,
just
they're gonna have to hold him back because he's gonna get off blood thinners and beat John Cena's ass. Okay.
honestly, I feel like it's about time that record needs to be broken. Honestly,
Records are meant to be broken. Some aren't, but most are.
'cause look what they did recently with Gunther. He was the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion ever. He beat I forgot who was the
The
champion.
longest reign
Yeah, I
uh
forget who it was.
longest reigning
It
was
wasn't Hunter Man. I know it wasn't him, right?
dude, the longest reigning IC champ. Dude, I want to say it was Brett.
Brett. I could see that.
I want to say Brett, but I could be wrong. It could even be the Miz or Cody, because Cody held that IC title for a while and made it relevant when he had it too.
I I will say Gunther did also brought some like um
Legitimacy.
yeah, right back to it when he had it. Let me see.
Nah, and look what they did with Roman Reigns with his run as champ.
Yeah, that is true.
He broke Punk's record. He
Yeah,
broke
I
Hogan's
was
record.
right. The Honky Tonk Man.
The Honky Tonk Man is the
Yeah.
longest reigning.
Yep.
Okay.
But yeah, just going back to Cena real quick. There's conspiracy theorists out there going out there like who's gonna help Cody out now because everybody that Cody knew turned their back on him. You had KO,
Yeah.
um,
What about what about
Rollins,
Oos?
Uso. You got people that have turned their back on Cody, and people said Stone Cold might show up at WrestleMania. He was supposed to show up last year, but they didn't want to give him the money for it.
Yeah.
I It wouldn't make sense Cause if you watch wrestling back in the day, you know that Stone Cold was legitimately Rock's rival back in the
Yeah,
day.
yeah, absolutely.
And I feel like they had to bring Undertaker just for the fact because Stone Cold wanted that
Stone
money.
Cold. Yeah.
I think he just had knee surgery as well.
Yep. And he's
So
still got those guns.
yeah, I definitely see him showing up for sure at this year's WrestleMania. Because if not, that's a missed opportunity. Because I don't see them bringing
Who could
uh
who could help Cody? Oh shit.
that's a
Sorry.
good question.
Who could help Cody?
I don't know.
He hates our truth.
Look, bro. There's been so many jokes about our truth about what happened this past weekend with his childhood hero turning heel.
Yeah.
I don't. Have you seen his Twitter? Have you seen what he's been posting since the heel turn?
No,
Oh,
I have not.
hold on. I gotta bring this up. Hold on.
I have not seen what our truth has said about the heel turn.
It's great. He's been like back and forth with I forgot who he was tweeting, but it was great. And I'm not gonna lie, because of the whole heel turn, I was tuning in on Raw just for that fact. You know, it's getting people talking, like we said. People are probably definitely gonna watch it now,
Yeah. It probably helped.
especially since
I'm curious what Raw did on Netflix on Monday for viewership too.
I am wondering too. I you know I th- I feel like WWE's kind of like in a weird place right now because they really, as to me, they don't really have any intriguing storylines right now as far as like what they got going on with right now with Cena heel turn and stuff like that. Um,
Dude,
the
even
bl-
the biggest heel in but
the bloodline uh storyline is on hold because people are injured from the
yeah,
blood and guts match.
yep.
You got I I can't even think of any other rivalries that are going on right now.
The New Day, whatever they're dealing with.
I
And you got and then the other rivalries you got now, which is like what? Dom leaving, possibly joining Karrion Cross and leaving
mhm.
Judgment Day.
Yeah, and then there's also that the storyline with Chad Gable about him going to Mexico, trying to like deal with these luchadors. And I wonder if in that mask is, I mean, in the box was a mask for him to become a luchador, because that's the only way you could be the luchador if you are a luchador.
Yeah, yeah, it's possible.
Okay, so I pulled up
Ron
Rich.
Killing is the.
Yeah, hold on.
Let's see what it says.
There's other tweets. I just gotta pull this one up right now. No, 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 no. Saying ain't so, John. Why, John? I know he tweeted some other stuff. This man's a national treasure. I I hate Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, because when you look at his posts, it just doesn't show the ones that I want to look for. It just shows everybody that reposted. Well, anyways, yeah,
Yeah,
this R-Truth is kind of upset his childhood hero turned on his back on everybody and sold his soul.
so the final boss.
Yeah, and I wonder, going back to Cody, is Roman gonna come help him to eventually get that matchup of Roman versus The Rock? Because I know that's something they've always wanted to do.
It's possible. That's probably the only one I think would do it.
And you still got Punk out there wanting a favor from Paul Heyman, so who knows what
But
that's
how's
gonna
Paul
be?
Heyman going to pull a favor to get into that?
I don't know. Who knows? Anything's
How's
possible in
Paul?
WWE
How's Paul?
because Triple H, I don't like. certain booking I wasn't the hugest fan of in some of the recent stuff that they've done. That's neither here or there. It's I guess it's just going to be one of those things that's going to play a factor when they come to booking in WWE.
I'm trying to think who would be like who could honestly, other than Roman as a possibility, who else could come help Cody?
Because
Yeah.
Raw, Rollins and Punk are going to feud leading up to WrestleMania. Um,
So that's out. The only person I'm thinking of right now, and it'd be interesting, and to get him on the main roster, all ego.
okay, that's interesting.
You know,
Yeah,
that
because
or that or
I
the chairman who just won the title.
hmm, I don't know. I feel like it might be too soon.
Too soon for.
I the one that I just thought of right now was Ricky Saints or Ricky Starks. Because I know those people that don't know him and Cody are like
Our club.
buddies like that, but I don't think them throwing him in the mix would help anybody
No,
out. Honestly, they gotta build up
no,
Ricky because
because
Ricky literally just s- wrestled his first match, I
started.
believe, last week.
And the reason I said Ethan, he's already had interaction with the final boss.
That is true. That is true. Mm, that'd be an interesting twist if they do that.
Yeah, it'll
I
help
don't.
get Ethan on the main roster and might give him a good push.
Mm. Cause it's funny because when I was watching the Elimination Chamber and it was Punk and Cena last, and then when
Hmm.
Cena won, I'm like, there can't be two faces facing each other. Somebody's gonna turn heel, and then
Yeah,
like we showed you earlier in the video when he hugged
there it
Cody there and like gave that look to The Rock, I'm like, oh shit, he sold his soul. It's funny because it makes sense because Cena's always been a WWE guy. If you know that,
is. Yeah.
I'm just see. I need him to be on SmackDown this week because if he doesn't show up this week, I feel like they might lose some momentum on that.
Who?
Because Cena, because
Cena.
Cody's primarily on SmackDown.
Okay. Well, Friday on USA.
I know I'm for sure gonna be tuning in. I don't know if you're gonna be tuning in. I know for sure
Right.
other people are gonna be tuning in that haven't watched wrestling in a while. The fact that like Cena's back, he's retiring, he's a heel for like eh, how long was his it was his Dr. Thugonomics. How long did he have
Yeah.
that character? I think it was like a year or 2 years, something like that, right? Because he had
Two,
it for
3 years, something like
he had
that.
it for,
Because he
yeah,
was the prototype. He was the prototype, and then
and then
became
he
the
eventually
Doctor
evolved it. Yeah.
into the Doctor Thugonomics. Uh, the face. Dun, 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 dun.
And
Never
it's
seen.
funny because you were bringing up a good point. I don't know, you said it before we started recording. Like this is equivalent to Hogan turning heel with
Yeah.
Savage back in the
Jordan.
day.
Yeah, dropping the leg on Savage and forming the NWO with Scott Hall and Kevin Nash, and igniting the Monday Night Wars between WCW and WWE.
And that I don't think there's going to be another time in wrestling where you get another moment like that. Honestly, if me being honest,
I didn't expect any like something wrestling of this magnitude to happen again in my lifetime. Nah.
yeah, and it's funny because now, as far as like the roster, I don't think there's that person that equals up or like value or like lives up to that resume that Cena has.
Oh no, no. As much as
Now,
I hate John Cena, he's the goat. He's the
bald
goat.
fraud, like Punk said.
Yeah.
Um, I see. I watched Roman's reign. Ha, pun. Um, I didn't find his reign all that enjoyable until we got to like the Bloodline story, honestly. And even then, I would watch his matches, and there's certain wrestlers that have like what, five move sets, and that's it.
Yeah, just like John Cena, the five moves of doom.
Exactly.
Shoulder tackle,
Shoulder
shoulder
tackle, five knuckle
tackle,
shuffle.
the shuffle. No, the five knuckle shut. No, it's the shoulder tackle, shoulder tackle. Then he body slams you, five knuckle shuffle, attitude adjustment.
There you go. Yep, that's basic. And
That's Cena's moveset. That's Cena's moveset. Oh
hey,
wait, I said moveset. Mark CM Punk's gonna get mad at me now. Oh no,
oh my god.
I can't say moveset.
Now, let me ask you,
Mhm.
who would you like to see Cena wrestle before he retires? Now, I know he's not, you know,
I
he's
want
a
to see him
part
go against
timer.
Punk one more time. I want to see him go against Punk one more time. That would be cool.
I definitely feel like that might,
That
because
and
because
it's gonna happen.
he called him out on that promo on Monday.
Yeah, he did. He called him out dirty on that promo. So it's gonna. I want to see him face Punk. Um, we're gonna see him wrestle Cody, and I have a feeling he's gonna win it against Cody at Mania. Um, so you build him up for Punk, so that'll be the next pay per view, I would assume. Or you have him lose. You have you have him lose to Punk on his way out, and Punk is the one to end Cena, which is possible.
I could
So
see
that would
that.
be that, and that could be WrestleMania next year because he's going to wrestle for a full year.
Yeah.
So from this WrestleMania to next WrestleMania, he's done. His year's done. So you got Royal Rumble, you got Survivor Series, and you've got SummerSlam. So for SummerSlam, he'll probably end up facing Roman.
I could see that.
It'd either be for SummerSlam or Royal Rumble or one of those. So that's one. Um,
See, it's funny.
no,
I was thinking of Brock Lesnar, but I feel like Brock Lesnar might eat up Cena.
but you know what? I got somebody that you might be surprised, but it makes sense. The Miz,
Before you said that, I was thinking that. I'm not even gonna lie.
the Miz, the Miz. He's been around as long as Cena. They do have history and beef and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if the Miz gets involved at some point. And a newcomer, Braun Breaker.
Okay. That's not bad. All right, that's not bad.
I would
Um.
say I would say Braun Breaker would be his first match
Okay.
as champion, defending it at a pay per view, and
Hmm.
Cena wins. You're gonna give Braun Breaker that chance, but he's not ready yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and then I would say you'd have the Miz come in or Roman come in after that.
See, another person I thought of, but I feel like he might not be able to keep up with them is Randy Orton, because Randy Orton, even though for his age,
Holy shit!
he could still
I
go.
for I for You know what? I'm taking Miz out and I'm putting in Orton.
Okay. Okay.
I completely forgot about the Viper. Now that if Orton is healthy enough to go and stays
He
healthy enough to
he
go,
he just came back from, I don't know what it was, but
another injury.
he looked pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah. So as long as Orton's healthy, yeah. And if Orton's not healthy, Miz.
I was also thinking, we were talking about him earlier, R Truth, just childhood hero.
That wouldn't be a major pay per view. That would be like a
No, no,
Raw
I'm
match.
yeah, I'm just saying like something that happened on Raw or like
Yeah, or SmackDown or whatever.
because you could definitely have those matches before or before
Yeah.
pay per view. Honestly,
Oh yeah. A little safe match just to make sure he's not too rusty in the ring. And he's worked with R Truth so many times.
I don't know. Out of all the people we mentioned, I could definitely see it being Punk the one to retire him. Like
Yeah.
it makes the most logical sense, honestly,
Hmm.
and that's a draw in itself.
Hey,
Now, now the question is Punk gonna stay healthy throughout all that time?
that's another thing.
Because when
Can
he did
Punk
come
stay
back
healthy?
from wrestling, he got wrestled a couple. He got injured a couple. He got injured twice in AEW. He got injured what I think once
Here
when once or twice
in
when he came
WWE.
to WWE. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just been
So
injury prone for the past couple years.
and I don't. He hasn't been wrestling like that. Um, he shows up, does his promos like we saw on Monday. Got into his
Yeah.
little squabble with Rollins, building
Yeah.
up that feud to the next pay per
They're,
view.
they see his body can't handle it anymore. So they're like, you got to show up, do a promo here, be on TV, get the ratings, but you're only going to wrestle when it's deemed necessary. But then
Also,
again, how many matches does Raw show generally? Three?
yeah, that's why sometimes it's kind of hard to watch, especially for me that enjoys,
I like wrestling,
yeah, exactly.
the
Like
actual wrestling.
like I'm not gonna lie, the promo to start Raw with Punk
Was
and
great.
that was a great start to the show, but after
And
that there
that's
was
one thing I can't stand about Raw. They always start with a fucking 15-minute promo.
yeah,
15. And I'm like, dude, I'm watching. Yeah, okay. I want
I,
to see a match.
yeah, and I feel like that's sometimes the issues with that because sometimes people will go like you said 15 minutes on a promo, but
Hmm.
that's why
And then
I
and then they get the talent mad because time they went over on the promo and their match got cut.
yeah,
You know?
exactly. But I will say as far as like who they have as faces and heels, they have some interesting stuff going on because considering Jade came back and Bianca and Naomi are the ones that ended up injuring her. Because as I going back to Cena, I don't see Io Sky being the face in that Bianca
Yeah.
match, honestly.
No. I just came up with a person as a joke to help
Safeguard
Cody.
Cody.
Ron
What is it?
Simmons.
Damn.
Think
Um,
about it. The Rock screwed over Ron Simmons years ago in the Nation
I,
of Domination.
I don't know. Can Ron Simmons even still go like that?
Go. Oh no, I don't think
That's
so.
yeah,
But it'd
yeah.
be. I don't think so. But as a joke,
Um, Travis Scott, you're gonna get a receipt from Cody for sure.
oh for sure. After that
Don't
slap,
don't know when, but you're getting a receipt because if the reports are he hurt his eardrum and gave him a black eye. So
what?
yeah, so Travis Scott, get ready for your receipt from Cody. Um, going back to like Friday, we need a promo from Cody addressing Cena and all this other stuff because
Oh, we're
I
gonna get it.
I need Cena to start showing up to these shows now. I just can't have him win a pay per view and not show. I understand, and I said this before. Yes, you have projects, but how are you gonna
This is your
integrate?
retirement. This is your
Yeah,
retirement match, bro.
exactly.
It's like ACDC retiring and not going to their concerts.
Yeah, exactly. Pretty much.
Oh yeah, we sold out Miami, but we're gonna play in Fort Lauderdale instead. You know.
I'm just, I don't know.
Ugh.
Like, mm, I yeah. I like. Okay, if Punk doesn't manage to stay healthy, who's the second runner up to retire Cena?
Second runner up to retire Cena.
Would it be somebody that he hasn't faced before to put him over, or
It's a
somebody?
possibility, and that could be Braun Breaker.
Mm. that you
or
know,
or um fuck, LA Knight.
interesting. That is interesting. Because as of right now, I don't think Ellen Knight is doing anything with anybody.
No, he's not.
Yeah. Why he? I mean, i- was it
And
Logan
it would
Paul? He had a promo battle
fuck
with
that
last
dude.
year.
Fuck that dude. Fuck that dude. Fuck that dude. Fuck that dude.
Yeah. I will say though, he is good in the ring. It's crazy how good he is in the ring.
Athletic is,
I
yeah.
will give him that at least.
I'll give him that, but fuck him. And his brother.
Um, staying out of that. But anyways,
I can't I can't stand him.
Cena showing his true peacemaker side. I need him to show up. You know, is he gonna change his wardrobe? Is he changing his song? He's got to.
I think he already did. I think it
Has
might
he?
have gotten leaked. I think it might have gotten leaked. Cena's new. I
Oh, I haven't seen that.
think it might have gotten leaked.
If that's the case, I'm not gonna look at it. I'm just gonna let it come to me organically when I watch the show.
Because he ain't gonna be Doctor Thought. He ain't gonna be the Doctor of Thugonomics, but he definitely has to
No,
come up.
I don't. Maybe like a mix of with the Doctor Thugonomics theme, like a mix with like a little bit of something else, but I don't know. It has to be something. Yeah, but
He
look,
needs a new
see,
theme.
I that's another thing I don't like about WWE is some of the intros. They all kind of sound the same.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm John Johnston. Where are you? We need you. Because I'm not even gonna lie. At one point, when one of the intros started, I'm like, this sounds oddly familiar to another wrestler. And
Yeah.
then once the beat drops, I'm like, oh, it's not. I don't know, but I'm hoping the intro's good. His heel intro theme music. He changes. I don't think he's gonna change up the jorts. Honestly, that's like the signature John Cena wrestling gear.
Unless he starts wearing a suit.
Uh, okay, and change it up. Why not? It's always new and refreshing to do stuff like that.
Yep.
I I'm just
He
curious.
ain't gonna be he ain't gonna be Fruity Pebbles no more, that's for sure.
I'm just curious of how much heat he's gonna have if he comes out, when he comes out. Now the question is it go
It's
away
gonna
heat
be
or is it just like,
I'll tell you the heat. He's gonna get heat. You're gonna hear a lot of kids high pitched heat,
oh yeah, oh for sure the kids, yeah.
the kids. But he's gonna get some pops as
Mm,
well. For the people that finally got him as a heel,
yeah, for sure. It's
he's gonna
funny.
still get pops.
All the memes have been great. I saw one today before we started doing this that it was him. You know how he has a little towel and stuff like that, and it
Yeah.
said "fuck them kids." I'm like, that is great. And
Yeah.
the internet works so fast, bro. So fast.
It's an evil thing.
That is true. That and
Evil
we're
thing.
and we're on the internet, so we're also evil as well, you know.
Evil inside.
Oh man. But I mean WrestleMania is not that far away, honestly. We're
No, it's at the end of
almost
March,
almost
beginning of
almost
April.
yeah, almost a month away. So they're
No, I
gonna
think
have.
it's March 25th. It's
Are you sure?
23rd, 24th, 25th. I think March 23rd, 24th, 25th.
Let me see.
I think it's in March,
Let me see. Oh no, the middle of April. So
middle of April. Okay.
they now starting this week is around the time they got to start building up
Yep.
the Cody and
They're
Cena stuff.
yeah, they are now in the thick of the road to WrestleMania.
Now the question is, how much of an ass beating is Cody gonna get from Cena on the way to WrestleMania? Because it seems like that's all Cody's
You
good
know what?
for is getting an ass whooping.
I don't think he will.
You don't
I
think he
don't think
will?
he. I don't think he will. I don't think Cena will do that.
Uh, I beg to differ, but we'll see.
Could be wrong.
Sneak attack
I've been wrong before.
backstage, or who knows?
Everybody just jumping Cody.
Unfortunate, but yeah. It, you know,
Even Brandy's jumping Cody.
I saw that. Bro, bro, should have just sold your soul, Cody. Should have just done it.
Hmm.
Should have just done it.
Hmm. You can find another place to put your adrenaline.
Yeah, yeah. But I'm looking forward to seeing this Cena heel run. Honestly, probably the most anticipated thing in wrestling for like the longest.
Oh yeah.
And it's like I said before, you're probably not gonna get this ever again. Eh,
There's nobody right now that has truly become has transcended wrestling like Cena.
that is true.
Y- You know, Stone Cold, yeah, but and The Rock. Those two are, if you want to name like wrestling icons, your Mount Rushmore. It's Hogan. I hate to say it.
That
I hate
doesn't
to
work for
say
me,
it.
brother.
Booker T, why didn't you come get him?
We coming for you.
Why couldn't you get him, Booker? Why couldn't you get him, Booker? But no, but like aside from all the bullshit baggage Hogan has, it's Hogan, Rock, Stone Cold, Cena. That's your Mount Rushmore of wrestling that have made wrestling into cultural phenomenons. Look, not to take anything away from Ric Flair, but Ric Flair didn't have the multimedia impact of the guys like
Yeah,
Hogan.
those were different times back then.
Yeah. Now, you want to talk about Mount Rushmore of greatest wrestlers, period? Ric Flair's in there. But the Mount Rushmore of the wrestlers that have gone up and beyond wrestling and made a name for themselves outside of wrestling, and people talked about them to this day, those are the four. Those are the four.
I'm not gonna argue that fact, honestly, because you're right. And it's funny because even people that are late to the game now know of these wrestlers and these characters
Mm,
just because of like
yeah,
videos that they've seen on the internet.
those
And
are your top four.
yeah, I don't think there's gonna be anybody else like Cena that transcends wrestling. Honestly, he's the
No,
last one, and this why I think this is why this last run is like so important to
it
wrestling in
is
general.
because honestly, who is going to be able to do that for WWE now?
Nobody. If
To
I'm being
make
honest,
them,
nobody.
Roman, eh,
Roman is on his way out. Honestly, he's going to Hollywood. Um,
yeah,
I if as far as talent on the roster right now, nobody.
he's dead.
Yeah, you're right.
Bray Wyatt,
Unfortunately, yeah, yeah. When that death happened, that was honestly a culture shock to everybody.
yeah,
Mm, yeah, I think I think you're right. Bray might have been the last one.
yeah. Bray would have been the one.
I can't think of anybody else because
Bray would have been the one to out, and if Bray was alive, Bray would have been the one to end Cena.
oh, for sure. Just thinking about that now. If Bray was definitely still alive, he'd be the one.
Bray would have been the one.
Um, yeah. I do you have anything else to say about Cena?
Thank
No.
you,
Yeah, yeah. We can see you
thank you.
now.
Yeah, we see you. I've seen. I couldn't see you before, but I see you bright as day, bro.
Now,
Man, that
I'm
guy,
I'm
like,
I'm not gonna lie. You know, a person growing up through that era, Cena holds a place in my heart because I grew up in those times. That was,
yeah,
those were my wrestlers, and I'm gonna be one of those people that, like everybody else, gonna enjoy this last run.
Yeah.
see
Enjoy it.
how it ends, and
Enjoy for what it is.
yeah, exactly, because we're never gonna get this again. It's one of those
Yep.
things that happens very rarely, and mm,
Mm.
it's gonna be bittersweet when it comes to an end.
What, 95, 96? Hogan turned?
Yeah, around
95,
that time.
96. It's
Yeah,
been, what, 30 years?
yep. And it's crazy just thinking about that because, me and you talk about wrestling every once in a while, and like
Yeah.
we watch New Japan, we'll watch some matches of ROH, other
Yeah.
promotions, and like
Yeah, we don't stick to one. Well, I generally do. I stick to AEW, but we do watch others promotions. We are students of the game.
yeah, yeah. And there's really no cultural impact like Cena has in any of those promotions, and
Well, even MJF, they asked MJF what he thought. He thought it was great. And he
yeah,
said two
I did
things.
see those comments. Yeah,
He's like, two things. If somebody said they didn't watch it, they're one of two things. They're lying
yeah,
and they don't want you to know, or they're telling the truth and they're a complete idiot.
yeah. Because this is gonna be one of the biggest things you're ever gonna see.
Yeah. So, but on that note, um, I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes with Cena. Enjoy the
I
last ride.
I just hope they don't drop the ball. It's starting off strong. I just hope it doesn't prolong too long. You know what I'm saying? And like kind of ruin it at the end. Because
Yep.
there are instances of that, but I can't think of any at the top of my head. Because some people had to retire suddenly because of injuries and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Um, as far as retirements of recently, Sting was probably the best retirement match that I've seen in a while.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a lot better than Flair's.
Oh, oh man. See, and that's another thing. Like, and AJ Styles even brought it up. He's gonna retire before he turns 50.
50. Yeah.
And
That's a person who could come and help Cody.
yeah, true. Both Atlanta boys, got that connection and that ties.
Yep.
Um, but yeah, if you guys want us to talk about more wrestling, let us know. Let us know in the comments. I don't know how this video is gonna do, but I enjoy doing this. Hopefully, we can
Yep.
talk about more wrestling. Hopefully do watch alongs for pay-per-views. I don't know how that will work, but we'll figure that out. And on that note, have a good one. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you on the next one.